Yay, it's game time.
Yay,
Game time.
it's game time. Okay, here we are. Session 64, episode 13, chapter 17, the end.
Yay!
Yay!
The
Goodbye,
end.
everybody.
that is how I've started reading to Ellie every night. I open the book, chapter whatever at the end. Let's go to bed. So here we are. Great. When last we left our heroes, you had a ruckus evening in Gokare, at a favorite tavern of Finn's. Everybody had a chance to blow off some steam, get a little drunk, experiment with alcohol for the first time. Yeah, it was an adventure. Celeste had a big dream with lots to unpack. And then you continued, first ignoring the dungeon scout that you met at the tavern and deciding to continue on your way south and west towards Patrie. The road leads down to the river, whose name is unclear because it is a confluence of many rivers that all come together, and then follows the river upstream into Symphony Canyon, which is where we pick up today. And you hear it before you see it. It starts as a low undertone beneath the sound of the wagon wheels and the river alongside the road. A vibration more felt than heard, like the world is humming something it learned a long time ago. The river has been broadening out a little bit for the last mile or so. The water running clearer and faster between stone outcroppings, and the road curves along with it. And then the canyon opens. The cliffs drop away on both sides. And here the De Croix River meets the Melodique and the Middle Fork, named so aptly for the fact that there is no name on the map. In 3 magnificent waterfalls that cascade from the canyon's upper lifts, converging at a pool that is impossibly still at its center, despite all of that water falling into it. The sound is enormous, but underneath the sound, or maybe somewhere in the sound itself, there's something else. Something that has nothing to do with water. On a cliff above the eastern waterfall, pale stone buildings are visible through the afternoon light. A college, a handful of figures on wooden observation decks that jut out over the canyon's edge. At the riverbank below, a single rowboat is tied to a post, as if it is deliberately left there. This is the confluence at Symphony Canyon. And up on the cliff is the Bardic Evermeet, which is one of the foremost bardic schools in Alamance, arguably the world. Go ahead.
It's a bardic school, so like, is that like, as in a bardic school, like the subclasses?
as in an educational institution.
No, I know, but like,
Which college?
do they? Duh. I'm trying to ask if this is where you learn one of the specific bardic school subclasses.
I
Do they teach all of the specific subclasses?
They teach many a thing. Not one specific, like it's not like, oh yes, this is where you come to be a one specific type
An arcane trickster.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Finn looks thoughtfully at the school as the road, like, as it comes into view, and he's like, bards know a lot, often because of their wanderings, but maybe they might know how or where we could get our hands on whatever the fuck name of thing it is that we're supposed to get, that Finn will know and I forgot and I can't check my notes.
The moonfall resin, is that?
Yeah, some moonfall resin, or just in general things out of the astral sea.
Maybe, but why do you bring up bards? I was kind of looking at you and looking at this building up on the hill and looking back at you. Like,
James, I'm having a hard time understanding you.
let me switch headsets.
It's very tinny.
Give me a sec.
And now for something completely different.
Ba-ba-da-ba.
Or we, I could just go home and I could ask my dad. Or he'd probably know. Just saying it's an option.
You know, in all this time, you've never mentioned a father.
Yeah, remember I said that I'm not sure whether he's going to be mad or if he even knows I'm gone yet, but find out when I get there.
Okay. I don't remember you saying that, but Finn obviously would.
I don't remember you saying that either. But anyway, Here
I
we are.
remember I said.
Can you hear me now?
Oh
Yeah.
yes, much better.
Okay. Elle's gonna kind of look at you, Finn, and look back up at this building, and I'll look back at you and be like, "Okay, but why do you mention bards?"
Oh, well, t- what was the name of it, Alex?
It's the Bardic Evermeet.
Right. Oh, and he points up at it. That's the Bardic Evermeet. It's a school for, bards.
Uh, wait. So I don't know much about them other than like their musical peoples, but I've heard stories of things that they get up to. Bards, that is. Are we
You
sure
mean
we want to
besides?
go there?
Okay. So not all bards are like Phil, but also you're not wrong. Um, but here's the thing. Who in the group, and he's basically just having a conversation with Elle at this point, who in the group is most susceptible to getting seduced?
El's gonna look at you, kind of cock his head, and point his ears directly at Karen, and go,
Right now. Okay, so here's the thing. Is it going to matter?
yeah, okay, sure, fine, yeah."
Because really, generally speaking, that's the biggest risk you have with a bard getting into trouble. But the other biggest risk is probably them saying the wrong thing to the wrong person at the wrong time. And
Damn.
I was gonna say if that's where the signal cut out, that was like a great like
Good spot to lose it.
Like, yeah.
and we're all sitting here on the edge of our seats. Amazing. Well, that happened.
Damn.
Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons, where everything is made up and the points don't matter, along with finishing sentences.
I mean, ain't that the truth?
Karen's just gonna look over at Elle and be like, "Man, what the fuck? Why am I?
Am I
why
wrong?
Yes,
Really?
I honestly believe that I have the like above the table. I think I have the highest fucking charisma score out of almost everyone. Here.
What's yours?
18. It will be
Okay,
20 next level.
17. So
Yes, clearly that was the drop. Cool. Well.
Yep.
you're Karen, you're
Fine. You
slightly
might not
more
get
difficult.
seduced, but are you
What?
sure you wouldn't go willingly?
Look, just because
Okay, that's all I'm saying.
there is a difference between unwilling seduction and willing seduction. I thought you would know this with your little rabbit friend back in that town, Flora.
That means I
Flora,
have
that's her
somebody and I'm loyal.
name. Mhm. Dude,
I
she
return-
had you. She had you wrapped around your little finger before the word "hi" came out of her mouth. If anyone needs protection from seduction, it's you.
So what Finn was saying was that
Pure
We
poetry.
lost off with and.
I think we
Yeah.
lost her again.
No, I can't.
can anyone hear me?
We
Yes.
can't.
We
Yeah,
Yes.
now, yes.
Cool. What was I saying? Like, where did I cut off previously?
And.
And
You're all very funny. What was the important part that I said?
You didn't say it. It cut out just before.
we don't know.
Oh, okay. No, you missed all of it. Okay. See, thank you. Okay, so the other thing you normally have to worry about is if a bard says the wrong thing to the wrong person at the wrong time and they can't chart their way out of it. But see, we're talking to them. We don't actually have one in our party that we're relying on. So I don't think it should be an issue. And also, we're going to be talking to the teachers or the librarian or somebody, not, an adventuring bard. Theoretically, they should, mind you, be more responsible or reliable or something.
Okay. So we
Okay.
gotta go talk to people. Person.
Well, we don't gotta. I just thought it might be useful.
Okay. Do I have to knock on the door? Or can I just go in?
Well,
Why do we have to go talk to the bards? Like, do
Because that
we
was-
really need to go talk to these bards? Karen just
I
has
just
a
said-
fucking grimace on his face.
We don't have to. You don't have to.
I fucking hate bards.
wow, all these character choices for Karen that have come out recently.
They always
you
get the stories wrong.
You could, stay with the wagon.
Nah. I feel like antagonizing some bards today.
Oh boy, here
It's
we go.
possible that we might find some bad bards too.
Bad bards, you say?
But you know what you won't find?
Flower like bards.
You won't find any bird bards.
That's true. There's no bird people in this world. It's all mammals.
which seems very sad because Kiri is the best character ever. Pikachu's are
Cool. So how do we get up there, Alex?
So as you're having this conversation, heading down the road along the river, near the confluence pool, there is carved into the cliff face a long set of stairs that switchbacks up the canyon wall. At the bottom of the stairs, as you get closer, you can see a Corsac fox, compact, tawny, with the kind of alertness that doesn't switch off, is standing there at the base, a practice weapon in one hand and a student's full attention in the other. She seems to be in the middle of a heated discussion with another student, a Celerine rabbit,
As
and
opposed to the other kind.
as opposed to the
of
other
rabbit.
kind of rabbits. Yes. I, just the way it is.
Out of curiosity, what is the rabbit wearing?
Hey, it's Flora, guys. We've magically found Flora.
What is the rabbit wearing?
Well, it's
Are
a
they
rabbit.
nice clothes?
Clearly,
Are they rags?
You're breaking up.
Hey,
She's wearing
in case I lose signal, if they're gonna try to force us, where's that elevator?
Sorry,
I-
friend, not catching any of that.
I don't know what you're worried about being forced to do.
Tomo mami gato, roboto.
Is
See,
that what I
Speaking binary. She's a bot.
Ah, fuck.
What-
Ah, fuck. That's
what
all
are
we
you what
got.
are you worried about being forced to do? This is going well.
This is going brilliantly.
It's great. Great.
Uh, to answer your question, the rabbit student is wearing generally pressed linen, blue green, not calling a ton of attention. However, the quality stands out without being showy. And clearly looks like comes from a family that is comfortable enough to send a child to the Evermeet without being, vulgar about it.
Okay.
Elle, you probably can get the impression, even at a distance, that this is somewhat of a heated discussion based on the movement of this student's ears, and the emotional telltales that sometimes gives away. Currently back slightly low, indicating a bit of embarrassment, but also stubbornness.
that makes sense.
And despite the fact that we unfortunately have lost Emily at a most inopportune time, I'm going to let the other character introduce themselves.
The reason why you're not able to get the alto is because you play at too low of a tone. In order to get that alto, you got to go higher than the tone. Right now, you are definitely playing bassetto.
Are we losing Sam?
Or are you playing two characters now?
Not dead yet.
Interesting.
As you all get closer and start to pick up bits of this conversation, you notice the fox looks up and makes a quick assessment of the group coming down the road. L, make a all things considered, L, Karen, yeah, it's probably just you guys make perception checks.
That's a perception of 17. Is that enough? $22.
Yeah. There's dice flying everywhere. Yeah. You can tell that this fox is clearly noting your weapons, your stances, and the way everyone is carrying themselves. And a smile crosses her face and kind of cuts her off mid argument, and kind of to this other student and kind of to the world in general, she says, "Travelers." It's not really a greeting, more like just adding you to a list. And the
No,
rabbit,
standers, not not travelers. Purely, we're standing.
and the rabbit turns around to look and acknowledges you as well.
The 22 will also definitely see that the fox's gaze turns to two of the group in particular with very wide eyes and begins to get very fidgety. Is that a jackal? Is that a bat? Oh my goodness. Cool it, Civ. Cool it. Can't scare them away. Be more than happy to introduce go work on your alto. I've got this.
The young rabbit looks at you and turns and is quite happy to be back on their way up the stairs.
The fox will watch the rabbit leave, counting each and every one of their steps in a please go faster sense, then quite briskly make her way to the group and Hey, my name is Civ Libero. Welcome to our college. Might I ask if you are adventurers, travelers, or come to tour our great college?
Hi, I'm Celeste, and I think so. And I think so. Nice to meet you.
Are you really from the Astral Sea? When you decide to have something made, do you just think it, or does it actually just appear? Or hang on, cool it, Civ.
I mean,
Pleasure
hey,
to meet you.
and yes, and yes.
What fighting style do you use? Do you use the what is your weapon? And a jackal. I'm so sorry. Forgive my impertinence.
I
May I
don't
Karen's
make
think
just
your
gonna be
all
staring
acquaintance?
down at the rabbit.
was she asking. Who was she asking about the weapon? Who was she looking at
I
when she was about the weapon?
Her eyes are darting from all of the weapons, not really making face contact, but more sizing up everyone's gear and the way
Hmm.
that they hold themselves.
Okay.
So
I was gonna say,
very much
Celeste
trying hard to
definitely
stay on
doesn't have
task.
a weapon.
Yeah. Shiny, sparkly, dangly thing from her head, but
Yeah.
which is technically a weapon.
It is a great pleasure to meet all of you. So we have Celise. May I ask the rest of your names?
Karen's still just fucking mean mugging her at this point. Just
Every night, you're supposed to say your name.
The real jackal. Are you
She
really real?
kind
Or
of knows him a little bit, but it doesn't really, I think it would. I think we need to establish Celeste's height compared to Karen.
how tall
Like,
is Celeste?
that's a really good question. I think. Did I ever make a note of that?
bats are typically between 4'7" and 5'7".
I think I made her on the shorter side. Let's go with 4'7".
Because Karen is 7'4".
So where would her elbow be reached? His hip or his chin? Yeah, she got elbows. Karen, you're supposed to say hi. Supposed to be nice.
Civ will turn her attention to this jackal and look up and up and up, and all this jackal will see is adoration and curiosity.
Karen, 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 Karen,
Why is it always the small ones?
Karen. I like her.
Karen's going
I was
to
gonna-
kneel down.
Elle is going to turn to Karen and be like, "What did I say?"
Celeste is going to look at the two of them in confusion.
Fuck. How tall is Sif? Or how young is Sif, I should say? What is the
Civ-
age?
So Civ is in her 20s. She looks like she is not fresh out of the box. She is a very respectable 5 foot even.
Okay. So even me fucking on a knee, I'm still taller than her. Copy that. So Karen is going to kneel down, just like on one, like he's going to take a knee and just be like, "Yes, little one, I am a jackal, a real, honest to whatever deity you believe in, jackal."
I don't believe in deities.
It was an idiom, Celeste.
Did
Oh.
you meet Peora herself?
No,
Huh?
no, I have
Oh.
never met Peora.
Well, the Beast Mother is not one to flaunt herself. No, I will find one of you eventually. It is a great pleasure to meet you. And she sticks out her very dainty looking paw.
And Celeste takes it in both hands and shakes it vigorously.
Karen's going for the handshake, but Celeste just fucking steals it.
You ever see one of the whenever an idol shakes a big fangirl's hands? Yeah, that's the expression on Sib's face at the moment.
Oh,
Oh,
and to answer
Karen,
oh, sorry.
no, you're good. Karen's going to stand back up now and just be like, "Fucking children. I'm surrounded by children, and they are my fucking weakness."
Well, I'm a child to you.
Well,
Oh,
yeah.
You
You're-
made your
you're
How old are
choices.
you? Everyone's a child.
Yes, I know. Everyone is a fucking child, but it's the
Ow.
small ones.
Our elderly are children.
I respect your elderly. Karen and Elle are just having this heated fucking debate because Elle overheard Karen mumbling to himself, just like, "I respect
yeah.
your elderly. I can understand the context of age versus time. Experience versus time, my friend. Here's the problem. Here's the fucking problem, okay? It's not that I have any type of like whatever fucking thing that you think is going on in your head, you dirty fucking rabbit. I have always had a soft spot for kids and young children. Not in a fucking creepy way. Bar above the table, not in a fucking creepy way, okay? All right. I've legitimately worked at a fucking children's hospital, okay? I love taking care of kids. It's fucking awesome. Yes, fucking Dean War, activate. Yes, I was a paramedic for a critical care transport team in Philadelphia. So I chose that. So like fuck. And I'm probably going to go be a pediatric nurse because fuck it. Someone has to do it. Anyway, I was always taught by my master to protect the small and the weak. Even if they can technically defend themselves like you, I don't have to worry about you, right?
Right.
But I've always had a soft spot. Not a
I don't
fucking
know
In general for all jackals, or just the small circle that you run in and you see that suddenly Civ has a
Mm.
tome in her hand and is writing feverishly something on pages.
Now, do you see what happened? See what happens now? This is all your fault, Al. This is all your fault.
I need to ask the GM a question.
Okay.
Um, I just had a thought because this brought up a really good question, and I think I figured out a way to get around it.
Whenever you feel like actually asking the question, that's okay too.
Well, I'm going to type it to you.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
I feel like Finn would probably take a moment to introduce himself, and likely ask about potentially seeing some senior teachers and or librarians regarding the although he probably wouldn't say specifically the moonfall resin, but in regards to doing some research and ask Civ about that if it's a possibility.
I'm assuming that all introductions are done at this point and Civ is up to date on everybody's name. Civ is going to listen intently to Finn. However, after a moment of thought, she
Oh, hang
will
on.
clasp her hands in front of
gonna
her and
give you
what?
uh,
I am being given things.
yes.
Yep, no, you already gave me that.
Oh, okay. I didn't remember who I gave that to. I'm just typing messages here, you know.
I'm just trying to survive.
or if you know an equivalent to what I asked, that's the word that popped into my head.
Civ is. Oh, we're standing by. We're standing by.
Oh no, you can do your thing.
Unfortunately, I'm not sure exactly how to help you in this regard. However, the headmaster, Aldrich, of the Bardic Evermeet, will be more than happy to answer any and all questions relayed. I believe that she'll be more than happy, or they'll be more than happy to assist.
Oh God, everybody's sending me messages.
I'll be happy to show you the way if you wish.
Someone hasn't watched Legends of Vox Machina? It's a rite of passage. It's a Critical Role reference.
Cool. Civ takes the lead, maybe, unless
Civ will be happy to show them the way to the headmaster's chamber.
the stairs are cut directly into the cliff face, narrow, uneven, and clearly very old. A rope hangs along the wall as a handhold, clearly replaced so many times. The current one is still pale. The climb takes about 10 minutes, and as you make your way up, the sound of the confluence changes from Here, it starts to come from below rather than all around, and the effect is different, more like listening to something rather than being inside of it. The top of the stairs open onto a wide stone landing, and the college is before you. The Bardic Evermeet is intriguingly smaller than it looked from the road below, and older than it looked from anywhere. The main building is a long, low structure of pale limestone, its roof slightly uneven in the way of things that have been repaired many times by many different hands. Climbing vines have reached the second floor windows on the south face and apparently have been allowed to stay there. On the left, a practice yard, open air, stone paved, with a low wall at the canyon edge. Two students are running through something slow and deliberate that is equal parts movement and sound. One of them hums a low note while the other moves. They don't appear to notice you. To the right, the observation decks jut out over the canyon's edge on timber supports that have been bolted and rebolted into the cliff face. Worn railings, smooth at hand height. A few students are standing at the far end, looking down at the confluence pool. None of them seem to be speaking. And, of course, straight ahead, the college's main doors stand open. From inside comes the smell of old paper and instrument resin and something being cooked that involves a great deal of garlic. A notice board stands outside the building, perhaps a dozen or so papers and flyers, most of them handwritten. One of them has a name on it, Odette.
Yeah, that's ringing a bell.
Sure, yeah, no, that makes complete sense. I know exactly what you're talking about.
No, that is ringing a bell.
It's literally ringing a bell.
I have absolutely no idea what's going on. I'm joking.
Sorry. La 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 la. Hold on. I'll give Civ some information here. Then it will make more sense.
Stand by, you have brilliant timing.
I do what I can.
Okay. Civ pauses at the sign of Odette and places her hand upon it and gives a sharp but long sigh. What? I know that our college is a bit hard to get to. How exactly did you reach the banks? If I may ask. This is a question to the entire party.
Oh, we're gonna have to catch
traveled
up Finn.
by a wagon over land
The road.
Following
by the river.
road?
What
And
was
the
the
ri-
question?
How did you get
How
here?
did we get here?
To the college. So, fast
It was
update.
pure
I was going to say,
jackal instinct.
Finn has missed an amazingly important beat.
Yeah.
This small sorry, go for it, Alex.
I was merely going to say that as the party approached the the stairs in the cavern wall, they came across two students
Yep.
having a heated debate. One a Corsac fox, the other a rabbit. Right,
A
we had
rabbit.
the whole conversation about
You
celery and
were-
rabbits.
We're about you were
Um,
about to describe what the rabbit was wearing. I don't care, and
yes.
and then I would. So what I was about to say, or what I was trying to say when I turned into a robot, was that if they're gonna try to like tell us we have to climb the stairs to get up there, Finn's just gonna earthbend an elevator, because fuck that. But I assume that you told us what the students were arguing about.
Well, one of the students introduced themselves, the fox.
Yeah, cool, whatever. What were they? What happened?
Well, turns out the fox is being played by Rachel, and Rachel is going to tell you.
Cool.
Civ Libero. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. It is a pleasure to meet an Ursine in person. You look a lot less terrifying than the other Ursines I have met.
That's a much more mild approach compared to how you were introducing yourself to the bat and the jackal, ignoring the other rabbit.
Are you a little
fine.
jealous?
It's not every day that I get to have an acquaintanceship with a jackal and a bat from the astral sea.
Just 'cause you all
All
have
of
been
you
hanging
rabbits are
out
the same.
together.
Finn, like his eyebrows go up and his ears go down, and it's not like hard down, but like a little bit down, and he's like under his bed. He's like, and I thought I was rude.
Karen hears this and just like pricks his head, raises an eyebrow. You're gonna put some respect behind that rabbit.
Yes,
You
I
understand.
apologize for my rudeness.
Good.
We assumed that Finn would probably, without talking about the actual mission, attempt or explain that they were hoping to either talk to some librarians or scholars about potentially what they're looking for, and hence Civ leading them up to the college. Now, if Finn was going to earthbend his way up the rock, I'm sure that that would be a sight that Civ might be interested in. I really want to call them Liv. Might find quite intriguing, or might have found quite intriguing. Other than that, you
Do
came back.
bards not have access to that spell?
I don't know.
Like, I
I
don't.
think it's a wizard druid spell. I think it's a wizard druid spell. I don't believe bards have access to it.
I haven't been trying to pretend that like Finn is particularly special for how he uses those spells. I'm just trying to use them in the most practical way possible.
It is a druid sorcerer wizard spell. It is not a bard
Oh.
spell.
Well, I guess if you're young and which presumably you would be, being in bard school, you probably haven't seen a ton of those classes near cliffs or something, so but yeah, if the option is to take the stairs, Finn's just gonna gather and be like, all right, come on, get in close, because he's allowed to do 15. He's allowed to do 3 squares. He can do, let's see, 5 by 5 is 20. He's allowed to do 75 square feet.
Yes.
So that is plenty enough to get everyone together, and probably even include the wagon if really need be.
I mean, one can take the road out of or your plan had been to continue to take the river road, so I don't know that you need to haul it up if you don't want
Okay.
to.
Yeah, well, wasn't planning on staying forever, so yeah, just leave that there. And yeah, going up.
Cool. Well, I gave you a lovely description of the stairs, but you saw them, so here we are. Yeah.
Stair.
I mean,
Elevator
there's-
instead.
There's still a beautiful view of the waterfall.
Yes.
There's just no work involved except for, Finn doing magic work.
Fascinating. This is so much easier than walking those stairs every day.
He holds the gesture and, is holding the concentration, and depending on how high the cliff is, occasionally renewing the cantrip due to range. Finn looks down and is like, "What? You never seen earthbending before? Or fuck, what is it?
Earthbending.
Old Earth.
Old Earth. You can call it Earthbend.
At this point,
know,
it
there are
legitimately
tries.
just is earthbending for you.
It is.
I mean, I kind of just want to keep calling it earthbending anyway.
What I'm gonna do is, you never seen someone shape earth before.
Oh, I have before in Alamance and other further races closer to home. However, I have not seen it used here. And Civ kind of gestures to this staircase. This is school.
Yeah, lots of description of the school, which ended with a notice board beside the main entrance with a bunch of papers on it. One of them, big name Odette, which Civ was just recognizing, hence asking about how they got here, noting clearly that they came by wagon.
We took the road.
Oh. So you haven't come across any other above the table? What's Odette again?
I I didn't tell you.
She's a. Oh, I thought we met Odette before in a previous.
No.
Oh, okay. I'm getting my
she's
characters mixed up.
she's yours to create more than I've given you, I think.
So you have not come across any bovines on your journey?
I looked at her like she's real fucking stupid. Are you daft? We're in Alaman.
I and the roads are open to all travelers.
And
I'm going
Angus,
to take that as a
This-
no.
This is where you get your daily dose of lore. The
Come for the shenanigans,
Angus,
pay for the war. That's what we're here for.
Yep.
Angus are only, one of the most common species beast folk in Alamans. Practically every farm we pass has at least a couple of active workers, if not the actual family themselves.
Civ is going to place her hand across her brow and take a deep breath. Apparently, let me go ahead and speak to you in a way that makes more sense. Have you met any bovine named Odette along your journey? Use that eidetic memory of yours.
Have we? No?
Remember the name.
Actually, okay, hang on. First of all, obviously, they haven't, while he's been with the party. Is there a chance that in the past, Finn would have met a bovine named Odette?
a bovine bard named Odette. I mean, I guess the statistical probability of meeting a bovine whose name is Odette is there, but like, if I will happily cede this one to you if you want to make up some Odette from Finn's past.
Okay, yes. Second, okay, in that case, I need you to roll for me.
Okay.
Insight check.
Sure, stand by. I gotta find your character sheet. Players, Finn. Hello, give me. There we go. Insight. Yes, roll. Public. 16.
Okay. That's up to Sam.
So Civ
I mean, not
is just
Sam, but Rachel.
yeah. Civ is going to take a deep breath
No.
and
No.
then
Hey, wait.
oh wait.
That's not what insight is. Insight is you're supposed. So if it's not like contested at all, basically, maybe Alex can give you an idea of where 16 should get me, but I'm looking. Basically, I'm trying to feel out if she has ulterior motives, if she seems suspicious about.
We've lost her.
Ah, rat.
Oh, I think you're back.
Great.
Trying to see
So
if
I'm trying.
she has the ulterior motives.
Yeah, I like trying to see if she's asking for suspicious reasons after Odette. That's what insight is about.
So you are getting
Like
worry,
trying to slang or if they have like
concern,
ulterior motive.
concern.
Okay. Da-da-da-da-da. I'm gonna wait a minute until I find out if you guys can hear me again.
We can hear you.
We can hear you. Also, there's some context
Great.
behind this entire question.
No, it's okay. You don't have to tell me that yet.
Well, there's an
Because
action
that's the
that Civ
point.
did prior to this question.
Okay, what did
And
Civ do?
placed her hand on a particular piece of paper on the wall.
Ah, that says Odette.
That
I
says
mean,
missing person. Missing
oh, it
beast.
says missing person. Got it. Yeah, that's important. Finn studies like like most missing persons. Does it have a description and like a drawing?
Do you want to describe this one?
It is a
No,
handwritten
he
note.
doesn't have to. I just need to know that it has it.
It the notice it doesn't. There's not a. There's no sketch. It just lists that that she's been missing for 4 days, and that the rowboat that lives down at the confluence was found not tied up like it usually is.
It doesn't like even have a description or anything. Oh, it's not an official like missing poster, is it?
No.
Oh. Like
Robotic again.
Robo Bear.
oh shoot.
I think you're back.
Yeah, Robo Bear. Whatever. Cute role play. The answer is no because he a long time ago.
If you do happen to run into them, please send word.
Make sure they get home safe.
If found, please return. Regardless, regarding your previous inquiry, I believe that the headmaster would be able to answer your question more thoroughly than I will be able to. And Civ is going to shave in a haircut, knock on the headmaster's door before just opening it.
You know, I don't and he gets kind of like well-meaning but awkward and he's like, have you like dredged the pool or had someone like dive down there?
If you have someone who is more powerful than the 3 waterfalls convoluting in a single point, please do let us know.
Okay, and now Alex is gonna have to explain if there's magic about that because Finn would know, but I don't.
What do you mean? Like, oh, like is there
The
magic in the
waterfall.
waterfall?
Or Yeah, or is it literally just like the power of the water?
It is the power of the water.
Okay.
I mean, at least to the. I mean, arguably, Finn might generally be interested in if there's actually any like dungeon magic happening in the caves around here, but this is a place that like it's been like this for longer than
Longer than time, longer than space.
for longer than the last 15 years.
Right,
Right, like this is a and it was not chosen for, at least it was not chosen by the bards for its magical properties so much as its inspirational properties.
Yeah, that answers what I needed to know. Okay, other question. You might have mentioned it and I might have, as a player, just forgot. Did that missing thing say how long she'd been missing?
Yes, 4 days.
4 days. Okay. Well,
How tall are the waterfalls?
I don't think like
Amazon?
not Amazon.
Niagara?
Yes, that one.
Finn scratches, the back of his neck, and he's like, I don't. You don't even have an otter here?
Oh, we do. However, she is a first year and quite timid.
Well, I don't know if my abilities are strong enough, but I could, give it a try.
All we do know
Since
about
I
the
can,
disappearance is she took a rowboat and the rowboat was found on the other side. So it's highly unlikely that she was able to put said rowboat on the other side and then proceed to drown. But I have heard stranger.
It's possible she
is
went
there
out in
any?
the rowboat, went to dive, and the rowboat drifted to the other side.
Right, that, that.
And it's possible that in her dive, she came up underneath the waterfall and wasn't able to get out.
Are all adventurers this morbid?
This isn't even morbid.
when you've seen
Yeah,
what
this isn't
we've
even morbid.
Finn kind of wrinkles his nose at her and is like, do you not normally have to deal with natural hazards?
Oh, all the time. I just know to avoid it.
Okay, but like, not everybody does.
Hmm. Well, then I guess natural
And
selection shall take its course, and the Mother Peora will choose her favorites.
he turns to Elle and he's like, maybe she's just not from somewhere with a large natural water feature.
Ah, that is a very astute observation. No, I am from Arneria. There's
Yeah.
not much there other than sand, dunes, and rocks.
So you don't know water. You don't know the treacheries of water. Even though you say you do, you don't.
I have been here for a whole 2 years, sir. Believe me, I tried to bathe in the waters once, and that was the last time I tried.
Oh, I bet Celeste has something to say about that in water.
Water.
So,
Huh?
is there anything nearby shiny that Celeste would have wandered off to?
um, I mean,
We understand this one fully. Where did Celeste wander off to during this whole conversation?
there's probably like some there, not probably. There's out, in like the courtyard in front of this building is a big statue of the founders of the school.
Oh my god!
Perfect.
Wait, Alex.
Okay,
Yes.
so
It's a school, right? It's a college. You need to have the trophy cabinet.
Oh yes, just inside the main entrance. There's a cabinet, there, or on both sides, cabinets of various trophies and awards and lots of gold
Trophy.
gold plated magical items and yeah, shiny
is it-
stones.
Shiny.
Is it what?
With little name tags engraved with the names of the beasts and individual, mostly beasts probably, the individuals on the teams and what year they won.
Yep.
And is the cabinet are the cabinets locked? Or is it just open show?
Yes, the cabinets are locked.
Okay. Celeste wants to pick the lock.
Oh boy.
Celeste wants to pick the lock.
Go ahead, make a sleight of hand roll. Also, I'm gonna need okay. I'm gonna need perception rolls from everybody.
That's a 20.
Sure. Okay.
Well, with skill checks, that's not a guarantee, but lols. You're
And
gonna
a 23.
have to roll for me.
Sure.
21 on the perception.
Okay. It is mostly just that while you are having this conversation, you have noticed that Celeste has wandered off. Celeste is no longer with the group. Hang on, I gotta pull your character sheet back up again. Finn. Perception. Yeah, suffice it to say, everybody except Sam.
Civ and Sam.
Yeah, have noticed that that Celeste has wandered off, and
If L doesn't go after her on his own, Finn is gonna touch his collar.
but clearly like, these little dinky locks on cabinets, Celeste has clearly got this figured out. Either that or she has some magic going her way here. But like, she's about to open the thing as
Elle is going to put one hand on the cabinet, keeping it shut. Is going to look at Celeste with his finger to his lips and be like, "That was really good skill. I think you have a natural talent for this. But first, we don't know if there's any magical alarm stuff going on inside if this gets opened. But
Can you
second,
check?
we no.
I
Second, and more importantly, we don't want to upset anybody. And also, thirdly, and perhaps more importantly to you, none of the stuff in here is going to be worth any of the shiny coin stuff.
play with the pretties.
I
They're four.
understand that they're pretty.
They're shiny.
They're not worth any of the shinies that you can use to get other stuff. These are decorations only, and while they look shiny, that shiny is always fake.
But there's a pretty rock.
But it's fake pretty rock.
Oh.
Meanwhile, Finn is busy basically asking the fox if she's considered that this person might be dead.
Oh God.
You know, the conversation we'd been having. But he's like, well, I'll take a try. I don't know if my abilities are if I can handle the force of debates of the waterfall. But I'll take a try, and if not, you should call for a sea druid.
If you could try, that would put the entire student body at ease, and definitely the headmaster.
Sure.
We would be eternally grateful to you, and I am more than confident that the headmaster would provide lodging.
Intelligence. How do I get this across with a tin of intelligence?
Give. What do you do with a tree when you want to redirect them?
Hang on. That might actually be something that you could use wisdom on.
Not the information that I have that I want to relate to Finn.
Oh. Got it.
Okay, as far as Celeste goes, give her something else to focus on.
Celeste, let's relock this, and the next time that we come across a lock that has something that's actually worth it, we can try that together. Okay, let's lock this back up, and don't tell anybody about it, okay?
Immediately goes into a Karen.
The rogue is doing team building.
If only that stuff was actually worth it.
I only want you unlock. How do you do the relocking?
Just move it back the way that you unmoved it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They're nifty that way. You can just relock them. Which is another thing that when we do this next time, I'm going to show you more about. That way nobody realizes that you've unlocked their thing when they go back to open it next time, which means you can get away for longer.
Okay.
It's not a glass case where they can see what you took.
They will never know.
Cool. So yeah, she knocks on the headmaster's door, right?
Yeah.
Knock, diddy, knock, 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 knock.
As you head in,
Roger Rabbit burst through the wall.
That's funny. As you head in the entry hall, is low ceilinged and lined with trophy cases at the entrance and various instrument cases, trophy instruments, old instruments, all tagged with names in neat handwriting, or in the case of some of the what you can only assume are more valuable for whatever reason, actual embossed plaques. A staircase at the far end leads up, and to the left is the door that Civ knocks on. And the opposite side appears to be an entrance to the library. And a few moments later, you hear some shuffling inside, and the door opens, and you are greeted by an older red deer. He has a natural gravity about him. He's tall by Servine standards, although he stands slightly hunched or stooped over now. As in the way of folks who have spent decades at desks and music stands. His antlers are modest for his age. He shed the larger rack of his middle years, and what grew back is smaller. His eyes are dark brown and move slowly across the group, taking each of you in, and of course landing on Civ. Whose
Headmaster
last name I've already forgotten. Miss Libero, what can I do for you, and who are your friends?
Headmaster Aldrich, thank you so much for seeing us. Apologies for barging in. These troop of adventurers found their way into our college, and they are looking about something. Unfortunately, I don't know how to assist them, so I point them in your direction.
Ah, well, I certainly...
There will be roads with complete data.
Sorry.
Turn guidance will not be provided for these areas.
The goddess is speaking.
Well, I certainly appreciate you bringing them to me. Hopefully I can help them. What brings you to our fine institution?
You just see Karen scoff just a tiny bit.
Aldrich,
Oh my god. Why are
Aldrich-
you like this? Don't you
Aldrich,
have like a super high charisma? Holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Karen does have a high charisma. He's doing it intentionally. He fucking hates bards.
Moondrop resin or something, was it?
Moonfall resin.
Right. Finn is like,
Moonfall.
we are. We've been tasked by my circle of elders. We need to find Moonfall resin. And all I know about it is that it's from the astral sea.
Oh, yeah, it's been is did Celeste and Elle follow everybody else in, or
Yes.
I mean, I
Okay.
feel like
Ella's
that's
going
up
to
to
make sure that
you.
we all
If
catch up.
yeah,
Celeste pipes up? That's where I'm from.
Well, that is not something one gets asked every day. Why don't you all come in out of the hall and we can have a better conversation?
I leave them to you, headmaster. And Civ is going to slightly bow and excuse herself.
um, as he ushers you in, you can see that he's thinking about it a little bit. And as you get settled, he says, I'm not sure that I know exactly the substance you're looking for. Is there anything else that you can tell me about it? Or at least what you are hoping it can do for you? And the silence was deafening.
Oh, that's because our druid hasn't told us anything about this.
I can't. It wouldn't pull up the buttons to let me unmute it. That's a good question, actually. How much does Finn know about Moonfall resin other than it comes from the astral sea?
I mean, not a ton. You know that that you need it for this ritual, that it has something to do with the potentially maintaining a connection with self as um in some ritual context. I mean, you know, a little bit in connection with the based on the experimentation that the Black Rose was doing and the disconnection that they were creating with their experiments, and that this is now
Yeah,
yeah.
I was more meaning like, do you know physically what it is and what it comes from, or how you make it, or
No, I don't think that
or even like what it's like texturally, like a description?
Like what it looks like.
Yeah.
that's I mean, no, I don't think
Okay.
that, yeah.
Finn is like, the only thing I know is that it can be used in spells that are for binding and protecting your sense of self. Like, I know it's an ingredient in one of the spells commonly recommended for interdimensional traveling or for sending, walking the astral sea while leaving your body behind.
The gears spin a minute, and Aldrich.
Oh, I know. Like we were told we needed to for the thing to make the beasties again. Capital B beasts again. Right?
You can see the gears spinning in Aldrich's face, and he gets up from his desk again, and he says, wait here a moment. And he opens the door to head across the hall to the library, at which point Civ jumps out of the way, clearly having been listening in. Aldrich gives her a little side eye, but also kind of a knowing wink that the more perceptive of you might pick up on. And it takes only a few minutes before he comes back with...
While he's gone, did he shut the door?
No.
But he's out of the room.
Correct.
Elle is going to quickly do a brief search through any papers or drawers on his desk, looking for any sign of anything related to the Black Rose.
Okay. Give me investigation. Rolls a 9.
Probably not
Gets
going to
a
do much.
15.
5.
Just to see if Civ notices he's not leaving the room.
Oh, a 5? Wait, okay. You rolled a 5. Sorry.
Yeah.
Rachel rolled at the same time. It's all good. Okay. So you shuffle through what is out and about in the time that you have, and
yeah,
you don't notice anything that seems to connect him to the Black Rose. He comes back in with an old journal. I mean, this looks to be in the well in the around 100, if not more, years old. Finn, make a perception. Oh, I need to make it for you, don't I?
Thank you. Please roll for me.
Finn, pretend that you're rolling perception, and I will do it for
Yep.
you.
Let's see. Perception. It's under skills. Click.
Cool. Finn gets an 18. So Finn, you notice that on the cover of this book, it is marked with symbols that seem to be reminiscent of druidic runes, although it's like somebody either didn't really understand or didn't like they it is almost like it's been adapted.
Like adapted in a way, connected to what the fucking
No, like evolved by people who like the evolution of writing, but not it is like it is forked by people who didn't use it every day.
Okay, so not like the way that the Black Rose.
No, not like it was purposefully changed.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah. Aldrich opens the notebook and finds a passage that he starts to read. And it's talks about how a group of students had spent some extended time studying the confluence, particularly at night, and reported finding small crystalline deposits in the rocks behind the DeCroix River waterfall. They were faintly luminescent. Students described them almost like being surrounded by stars when they were in a dark cave, or in the dark of the caves. They also described feeling when they held them, something like a compressed version of what you feel at the confluence. The symphony concentrated into a small singular point. The author of the journal goes on to theorize that there is some kind of astral resonance that Symphony Canyon is in tune with. And in the right circumstances, maybe this resonance caused this to precipitate out of the water. The deposits were small and rare, and the journal names them tone crystals, which clearly is not the same name, but sounds potentially, or at least reminded Aldrich of the material that you're looking for. The author of the journal also notes that these small deposited crystals seem to degrade within a few days of being removed from the canyon, losing their luminescence and their resonant quality entirely. Aldrich then looks up at you. If what you're describing is at all related to what's described here, and if the symphony is what it sounds like, then maybe this is potentially what you're looking for. I don't know how much you need. I don't know if it even is still growing or being produced here. No one has done any further study on this since this journal was written. We didn't really find a use for it. Clearly, these students of the past didn't know what they had.
I mean, uh, Headmaster, I don't think I know what you have either.
Well, you certainly are welcome to investigate if you like. We are more than happy to provide some resources for your stay, should you choose to stay. And of course, we would love to have a deeper understanding of what makes this place so special to us.
Oh, I'm sure. I was more kind of hoping that you might be able to give us advice on how we might go about getting, you know, supplies or materials that can only be found in the astral sea.
Well, I'm sure you're well aware that they maintain a point of transit down in Patrie. It's a few more days upriver from here. But likely going directly to the source is going to be your best bet. And if what we have seen here in our caves and canyon in the past is bleeding through from the other side, then maybe you can find it in more abundance and potentially more potent supply there. It seems like you're on the right path.
Right. Okay. Thanks for your help, I guess.
I could have told you that.
And he looks down at Celeste like, I know, an elder. We're trying to be polite.
Oh, sorry. She does the little claw thing, the tips of her claws, sorry.
Oh yeah,
I'll
the pointy finger.
Aldrich looks at the two of you as you have this exchange and says, "It's nothing I haven't heard before. What do you think happens when you're the headmaster of hundreds of students for decades?"
Finn looks at him and he's like, you go through a lot of contraception spells?
Oh,
He smiles and nods and he says, "We are happy to have you stay. If you would like to spend any time here, please feel free to go through the library. It is only modest. And should you need, we certainly can offer you food and a bed to sleep in."
Is that it? Is he done talking?
Uh, for the moment, yes.
Well, you ended it in a way that seemed like you were about to say more.
Sorry.
Finn is like, okay, thanks. May we be excused now?
Of course.
can I be excused, please?
Finn's like Finn's having flashbacks.
Pretty much.
Dean is dying.
No dying.
Okay, so when they leave the hall, or
Yeah.
they leave the headmaster's office, and Finn's gonna turn to the others.
Civ
And
is still
I know,
listening at the door.
Civ is there.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
No, they've already gone out the door.
Sure.
So they're already out the door. Finn doesn't care. He's particularly he's gonna turn to Karen and Elle. But Celeste too. She's pretty good at searching. And he's gonna tell him, okay, you tree, I think. How about you search the library or try to, see if the librarian knows anything while I'm gonna go and see if I can, swim around the bottom of that lake, and he kind of, like, not angrily, but like he kind of indicates Civ with his eyes. See if I can find anything. And Sam, you can come with me if you want, or you can help in the library too.
Reading or not? I'm coming with you, Finn.
Okay.
I don't want to
You can
read.
hang out. You can hang out on the lake in case I need on the shore side in case I need you.
Let's do the classic split the party.
Split the party. Okay, fellas. What you think?
Let's split that party. Come on, we gotta split that party. Not really.
Because like either I'm gonna find out really fast that I can't swim around on the bottom, or I'm gonna do that for a bit while the rest of yous don't do anything,
We would.
and it's kind of boring. So I was thinking maybe 2 birds, 1 stone. You check the library, I check the lake, and then we move on.
Do that.
I'm down.
See, once again, Finn is gonna just completely like nope, sidestep the optional encounters that Alex is trying to give us.
All this work that he puts into these things, and you just say nope.
I'm 100% content with actually doing this optional encounter. Just saying.
Right, except the problem is that we've created emotional attachment and personal ethical responsibility for what happens to our poor experimented upon creatures back at the druid camp, and we've put a
Yep.
time on their face.
Yep.
So anything that is not like a sure step on the path of doing what we need to do is merely a distraction. And if it's optional, then we're going to choose the option of not doing it.
Yep.
Pretty much.
So
All right.
Finn pulls out the Rocky Talkie and holds it up to
L
L.
pulls out.
Okay, yeah, exactly.
L pulls out his side.
Synced brains. Yeah, he's checking to see if he still got it, and he puts it back in his pouch. We're good.
Yep.
Okay. Tell you what. You tell. So what's this Angus of yours? Well, didn't say Angus. You said bovine. What do they look like?
Asking Civ this?
Yes, you're on.
Yeah, he's asking Civ.
Well, she is about yay high, And she reaches her hand as high as it can go, not really saying too much, but is about the same height as Finn from her perspective. And she is quite well versed in the art of the katana.
Like, I mean, for Pete's sake, first of all, is she an Angus or a bison?
A bison.
Okay. And it would it be reasonable to assume that she's a normal, plain, brown bison?
Indeed.
Okay.
She does have a little star shape on her forehead, like so, and she indicates in the shape of a diamond.
There you go.
Uh,
What color would her eyes be?
The color of caramel, of course.
Right. Okay. Great. I can find my way back down. Can you take the rest of them to the library, please?
Of course.
Great. Come on, Sam.
Finn, before you go, keep in mind, if she's where you think she is, she's gonna be hard to see because her fur is gonna match the mud.
Yeah, so you know how Celeste can do that thing where she screams and then she can tell us about the surroundings?
Uh-huh.
One of the creatures I can shape into can do that, except I don't really know. It's not a scream, but they scream out their forehead without opening their mouth. Anyway, it's a thing. And I can.
Yep. Uh-huh.
I can.
Sure.
Right. I can see without using me eyes.
Yep. Okay. Sure. I just.
Right.
Yep. Right.
Lols. Trying to explain stone orders in a world that doesn't have it.
I think does
To
Celeste hear
person who
does Celeste
doesn't
hear her
know
say
about the animals.
does Celeste hear her trying to explain this?
Probably.
10.
Yeah. Finn bends down to get towards her level and was like, yeah.
We call it echolocation.
Well, okay.
Just so you know.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know if it's the same thing because I'm not opening my mouth and screaming, but
Well, it's just a different frequency of sound waves. It's the same thing. It's just at a higher pitch that your ears can't hear.
well, no, it's not a scream. It's a click.
Well, there's those two. They're different kinds, you know.
Anyway, yeah. You remember the dolphin.
The what?
The dolphin.
Oh,
Right. Well, that's the one that does it.
Oh, you're going to do the dolphin?
Well, yeah.
Can I Oh, I had to go search the library. One of these days I want to. Can I touch it? Okay, I managed to find it.
Oh, sure. Just it's a pretty good size. It's a pretty good sized beastie. So I'd really. uh, it needs to be a pretty good sized body of water. Normally they live in the ocean. They don't breathe the water though, so it's not like trying to put an ocean fish in fresh water. So it's just it's a very powerful um, swimmer. So I was hoping that it might be able to handle the currents since they swim in the ocean and everything. But it it really would be much more helpful for you to be searching in the library instead of just just sitting on your tail on the beach.
What's oh, I don't. I don't have one of those.
Oh, sure you do. Look, you got a itty bitty little wee one.
Is that next time I want to touch the dolphin though, okay?
I'm sorry. Above the table, I did not understand that at all.
Next time she wants to touch the dolphin.
Oh,
What's
I
it?
don't know. Okay.
Oh, I go search library now. I go explore. I go find Chinese.
Search the library for information about moonfall resin, please, or acquiring ingredients from the astral sea. And Aaron,
Huh?
stay with Elle and Karen.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. All right, come on, Sam.
On my way.
Yeah, they're gonna do that, and they're gonna take the elevator back down.
Moving staircase, moving staircase.
No, it's
I
not
was
even a
gonna s-
moving staircase. It's literally just a platform, like on the side of the cliff that just like down it goes.
Based off of that fox's reaction, this isn't normal.
I mean,
Yep,
pretty normal,
it's pretty normal for Finn though.
pretty
Oh,
typical use of shaping Earth if you don't want to take a million stairs or climb like a goat.
All the goats in earshot take offense.
If you live near a bunch of cliffs or mountains, not that uncommon.
you know Aaron doesn't have any of that.
Cliffs and mountains, that's
You're
true.
right. You're right.
No, just a little river. Cool. Well, for the crew that heads into the library, the Evermeet's library is not vast. It is quite modest. It is also, you discover, relatively specific for the most part. It holds centuries of musical scholarship, performance journals, and what appear to be attempts to transcribe the Universal Symphony produced by the Canyon. And there are journals of these attempts that seem to date back to the college's founding, none of which are complete. Several seem to end mid-page. For those of you searching the library, give me either history or arcana, your choice.
Not investigation?
No.
Well, they have a librarian, I guess.
Above the
Nat
table, I would
20.
imagine. Well, never mind then.
I'm sorry. Did you just say nat 20?
Nat 20 on a history check.
It's a fucking nat 20 on a history check as well.
Sid is just going to go to the restricted section.
Restricted number because skill checks you can't crit on a skill check.
But apparently you
It's
can
still a
twice.
20, and that's 2 of them.
You can't crit on a skill check. It doesn't matter if you rolled a natural 20 if the skill check level is 35.
Sure.
That is true.
That's
Wait. What? Oh, I was gonna say. Well, for L,
Oh.
history and arcana probably doesn't give L
Nope.
much of a bonus.
Not a single bonus. They're not negative, but there's no bonus.
But I would imagine that for Karen's gonna get a bonus to at least one of those.
It's a 22.
Yeah. What about Celeste? You're with us too, aren't you?
like, it doesn't matter if Celeste rolls a natural 20 when she's trying to lockpick a 30 DC lock.
Yes, but any
Yeah, for
campaign
that
I've
you
ever
need L.
watched, a nat 1 or a nat 20 influences everything. I
The
mean,
role play.
In
the
any-
role play and the, if I get a nat 20, I'm going to find better loot than if I roll a 1.
It means you did it to the best of your ability. It still may not be good enough. Obviously, in this case, the DC is not going to be that high. But as a
still
player, I am trying to remind you guys that on a
No.
skill check, crits, like a crit of 20 doesn't matter.
For sure, we know, but it's still fun.
know. It's still fun. But boo.
In any event,
Yes, I'm a party. Every party needs a pooper, and that's why you brought me.
I would like to,
buy a vowel.
yes, I would like to, don't know the word, counter that, seeing that Celeste could care less about words, she would just roll an investigation to look for Chinese.
Oh God.
Okay. Cool. Great. Celeste.
No ethics whatsoever.
The book has more value for her.
We'll deal with that. We'll deal with that in a minute. As the
Either that or
boys.
she's from a culture where they don't have the same ethics about property and personal belongings.
No, in that culture, there is no written word, there is no written language, there is no alphabet.
Yeah.
But you don't have to have those to have concepts of personal property.
I'm not sure.
Oh, are you saying that because does she not know how to read?
Bats have no written language.
She doesn't know how to read or write. And because she's from the astral plane, there is no such thing as property because they just think and have whatever
what
it is
they
that they're
want.
needing.
Yeah.
Hoo boy.
Yeah, there is no personal property concept where she's from. This is consistent.
Yes.
And she's completely illiterate, so she does not give a fuck about books unless they are pretty on the outside or have pretty pictures.
Yep.
Yep.
Cool. Well, we'll
An
resolve that.
illiterate character with a good intelligence. That is fast. What
Um,
party would
Here's
Cool.
the funny thing. Her intelligence is actually 20.
So
Yeah, like we are such the party.
you couldn't do it better if you meant to.
Only 12 though.
Okay, so the boys start picking through the books, and they find some of the earliest transcriptions or transcription attempts that seem to date back multiple centuries. They notice that they're in a different notation system than any musical notation that is currently in use. This is probably even more readily apparent to Karen, who has likely seen, at least come across in the last 400 years, various musical systems. Whether or not he particularly cares or understands them is a different story. But definitely understands, or rather understands that this is not a normal notation. In fact, as Karen really starts to look at it, it seems like the notation is more like druidic glyphs than musical notation. When you ask the librarian about it, you get the impression that they don't understand, and they can't point you to anyone who really does. Celeste, what did you roll? And
Oh, I haven't yet.
I mean, yeah, the the DC, after our entire argument about DCs, the DCs for these skill checks, or at least for those two skill checks, were 13 and 17. So, you know.
20. Only the boys rolled a 20. He rolled investigation.
Yes, I did.
What did you roll for investigation?
Natural 20
Oh,
for a
God.
28.
Everybody rolled a natural 20? You're all fired. I'm leaving. Fuck this shit.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Cool. Well, Celeste, on the hunt for shiny things, finds herself standing in front of an iron bar door, behind which are some a small collection of shelves, lots of books with gold leaf and filigree, and a handful of shiny objects that, anybody else would probably perceive as somewhat phallic. And can't obviously read the sign above the door that everybody else, namely Karen and Elle, just passed by on account of the fact that it says restricted section.
She looks to see if anybody's watching.
Civ is a couple of rows down, eyeballing Celeste.
So side note, I completely missed that there was a restricted section there. Can I just like waltz in there and use my jackal status as a in case anyone sees me?
I mean, you certainly can try. Like, walking in requires getting through a locked door.
Elle is side-eyeing everybody and going, nope, not a chance. I am not unlocking that lock for any of you people. Not right now, not today. Nope.
There's no one else here. No one's going to see you. You're fine.
I don't think
That's
Elle
not
is worried
the
about
point.
being seen.
Elle is not worried at all about being seen. Nope. Not taking books from that section of this library. No.
It'll be okay. It'll be fine. Just open it up. You won't have to worry about anything. I will handle it. All right. This is literally what I need to do right now. Okay. It's okay. It's fine.
You want to read those books?
Yeah.
Those books.
Yes.
Note the shapes all around.
And
We're in a college for bards, and those don't look like those look like what we have between our legs.
I missed that. I retract all of my statement.
Okay. I am not unlocking that door for any of you.
Is the door clear?
It's all right. I have unlocked that door for you in the in-game chat for those of you who care.
Question. You said Celeste came to the door.
Yeah.
Am I inside? Is she inside the restriction section? Like
No,
is
no.
she looking at all the stuff?
She's
Or is the door clear?
She's looking at it from the outside. The door is like iron bars, like.
Oh. Okay. I was thinking like, a door, not a like a. Okay.
It's a door. It's just a door that you can see through. It's
Okay.
like
bars. Okay.
it's like a lockable bead curtain, at the back of a video rental store.
Okay.
Dean is questioning his life choices.
And
Rachel's already halfway through the comic.
Yeah. So Civ is going to walk to Celeste and knowing full well that they don't have a written language, but still, I'll be happy to let you in. I know a great picture book.
You hear from across the library, ignoring anybody that tries to shush him. No, you will not.
Oh God.
She can create anything out of nothing. I think she'll be fine if I show her a little.
No.
So no,
Is
that
he
had
always
no fun.
this? Is he always this stiff? I know what I said. As a reminder to our listeners, this is an 18+ D&D campaign.
Phrasing. I just realized that my microphone was muted. I was trying to say earlier, it was both you hear Elle and Karen say "No, you will not" from like two different portions of the fucking library, screaming at the top of their lungs at the same time.
Oh god. I'm crying. Literally tears.
Okay. Well, that happens.
You just see an angry jackal start stomping towards the restricted section.
I think.
Oh,
Cat-
oh.
Breathe, Alex. Breathe.
Miss, what just happened? What did Alex say?
It's not
He
this.
didn't show nothing.
It's
It's what I said in the chat.
You're not
It's what
following the
Lynn has said
chat.
in the chat.
Feeling. Okay, how wide are the bars? Oh.
I mean, there are lots of small beasts. Not even a mouse is getting through the bars.
Oh, come on. There's gotta be something that I can bars. I have mage hand.
I mean, it's Celeste and Karen versus Elle right now, eh?
No. It's Elle
no,
and
it's-
Karen working together.
Oh,
Against Celeste. Yeah.
never mind. Okay.
A flea is not getting through.
Civ has a key.
Civ is not getting through either.
You can't stop her.
Oh?
Oh God.
Does she say that she has a key?
Oh, she has a key
God.
in her hand.
Oh, so she has it out and Elle can see it.
Yes.
What? So,
Sorry,
you don't
I'm
mind me
totally
asking,
derailed.
why do you have a key? And who gives you the keys? Meanwhile, while Elle is saying this, he's gonna, sleight of hand a thing.
Before Elle does that, Civ is going to twirl the keys in her hand and give him a wink. Wouldn't you like to know?
So as she tries to put them away, they're not there anymore.
No, Alex, I don't fucking need that in my life. I'm sorry.
The keys are no longer in her hands.
Where's it? Oh, librarian Denise is going to kill me. My second set this month.
Karen's just gonna look, tilt his head. What are you looking for?
I am
Keeping them out.
If you happen to know, I'm halfway through a novel at the moment. And I'm not allowed to bring it outside the restrictions section for obvious reasons.
Oh, okay.
Civ,
So what specifically you were just like worrying about, like, you know, I think you mumbled something about like missing your keys again.
Well, this is my second set this month, if you may know, and I am halfway through a novel that's currently sitting on the shelf with a bookmark in it. However, librarian Anise says I cannot bring it out of the restrictions section for obvious reasons.
Okay. Did you? I didn't see you with any keys.
I just had them in my hand.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
I didn't see you with any keys. Maybe you left them in your room.
Civ is about to retort, but kind of makes a bit of a grr because she knows what she had.
Give me a second.
Well, let's look at the three of them. Very confused.
As a 23 for a
Polly.
deception check.
Do I need to make a history check to see if Civ can stick by her guns?
Well, I mean, if
Prevent being
I mean,
gaslit.
deception,
Right?
if be against like was it intelligence or wisdom? I forget. Probably intelligence. Make it. Wow. I can breathe.
You okay?
Nope, not at all.
In.
Uh,
And it goes in and out and in and out.
la la.
Mhm.
Have you seen Clockwork Orange?
I'm probably going. I'm not.
Make. Sorry. Make an insight check. Or
Insight check. Triple checking to make sure I don't get any points on that. Okay. Insight. I got a 21.
23 wins.
Yes, a 20.
Sorry. Look, I just wanted to gaslight the bard, okay? I'm sorry.
My poor Civ.
It's nothing personal against you, Rachel. I
I
promise.
totally understand and I am all for it. Believe it, it is coming back. I can accept it, I can dish it.
Beautiful. I love it.
Civ is
A little confused, but
very confused. Like there is a if this were a manga, there would be a buffering sign above her head.
It's just a dial-up tone being played.
Yes. Or as the correct terminology is for that loading thing, and since this is, why not? It is called a throbber. I learned a thing. You are now all tainted. With knowledge. Anyways, back to the game. You've broken the fox, and this is not even the first hour into her.
It's all your fault.
right.
You could just given her some spoons or some forks or maybe a couple coins. No, you had to find the phallic section.
That's okay. I will return shortly with a key. As I go and apologize to the librarian again. Civ is going to walk her way dejectedly towards the librarian's head desk to ask for another spare key.
Oh, can you see if you can swipe it?
Oh yeah. uh
Gonna
What is her
cast guidance on him.
perception?
You're just trying to swipe more keys? Is this what we're doing?
Elle is going to quietly follow her to the librarian and try to snag the key as the librarian hands it to her.
Oh god.
Hi, Headmistress Anise. Yeah, it happened again. I'm sorry. Please. Key in transit.
I'm going to have to start charging you for these, you know.
I understand. My apology. I will get a
That is it.
different transportive method.
26, that as she reaches for the key, it's not there anymore.
Oh, this is perfect.
Yeah, that thing just disappeared mid-transit. Head librarian?
Can Celeste roll to see if she sees Elle take the keys?
Sure.
Sure.
It's gonna take a pretty good perception check.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, nice roll.
We have thrown more natural 20s in this one
In
session
this section.
than
Right.
I think in the entire game.
At least this year so far.
So yeah, a 21 does not beat my 26.
No, what Celeste sees is just
The key just poof. No, sorry.
she knows that Elle went that direction, but essentially she doesn't know, like she can't tell like
Can she guess that he probably took it? Would
I mean
that require intelligence?
would that require intelligence?
Oh.
I mean yes, it would probably require intelligence. Namely, oh god, what is it? Yeah, because she's watching this. Yeah. Give us.
Not the first time she, I mean, because he disappears frequently and things around them typically disappear frequently, and it's usually related to Elle.
Advantage.
Give us investigation.
Oh, okay. Trying to help this out here. 24.
24.
Mhm.
Yeah. So yeah, you definitely can you assume that this has something to do with Elle. You don't see the entire transaction. But you like
I have a fair guesstimation.
yeah, 100%.
Okay. Celeste is still standing in front of the door, and she just
got her arms crossed. And she's just staring at Elle. And they're tapping her foot. Because she has no understanding of why they won't let her in the room.
Where? So that key whenever you please.
What? Didn't I give you the key?
Ziv holds open her hands and kind of turns them back and forth. No key here. You know what? I will return shortly. I'll be back later. At this point, I believe that maybe something else might be happening here. But that's all right. No idea what that is.
Amazing.
Did you all find the thing that Finn wanted? Celeste looks at Kern.
What? I'm sorry.
Did you all find the words that Finn wanted?
Did we, Alex? I'm sorry.
I mean, you haven't found anything that specifically references moonfall resin, but you found more notation that seems to indicate astral bleed and similar similar notes to what Headmaster Aldrich had pointed out.
Speaking of Alex, does Karen know anything about moonfall resin?
Not really any more than
Cool.
Than what we've already than what we already discussed is like what Finn would know.
Okay.
All right. I have a question.
Yes.
Why does it seems like the easiest answer would be for me to take you all to my home and I could talk to some people and I could talk to my dad and maybe and we could get this moonfall resin stuff. But Finn seems to not want to go there. I don't understand.
It might be dangerous for us to go there.
Why? It's fun.
Because this is
And,
where we're from.
but there are other people. Well,
Mm-hmm.
Hey guys, I'm so sorry to do this to you. It is pushing 1 a.m. for me. I have to be up at 6 a.m. for a training event, so I will talk to y'all later. Alex, thank you for everything. Greatly
Yeah, of
appreciate it.
course.
L/Alex/whoever wants to take over Karen. Just you know how I play Karen, a little chaos, gaslight the bard when able. So, but as always, Alex, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
Everyone else, y'all are beautiful. Have a good night.
Have a good one.
Night.
Ziv returns to Zelise Don't worry if you still want to see the shiny. Come to my place after night's out.
Sounds like fun. I like anything shiny. Oh, I have a whole collection of
Oh,
shiny things.
oh, I've got some shinies.
Cool. The I mean, I guess really the thing at this point is we probably should take a moment to pivot to our folks who've gone down to the river. Finn and Sam. So you guys get down and take a moment to look at where the boat is tied up on the side of the river that you're on. And you can see that I mean, it's an easy place to get in and out of the boat. High traffic, lots of prints. Clearly, people come down all the time. There is no. It's not like there's a big info board or signage anywhere. Like it is clearly just understood that if you take the boat out, you know, you try not to leave people waiting. That kind of and bring it back, right? It is 100% the honor system here. And you look out at the confluence, which aside from right under the waterfalls is a fairly oddly still large pool of water. In a lot of ways, it makes you wonder how, if you don't actually get close to the waterfalls, like, it shouldn't be hard to swim here. At least, it doesn't look like it standing on shore.
Well, this looks swimmable.
Well, huh. Finn is studying it. But maybe the turbulence is under. So I don't know. All right. And he puts his stuff down. And he takes his bag off. He puts that down too. And yeah, he's gonna go out into the water up to at least his waist. does he feel any, like, how much movement does he feel under the water?
So close to the shore, it's pretty still. As he moves out, he can feel the current moving downstream. I assume, like, if he's getting in somewhere near where the boat is tied up, it's not so much protected, but it is, like, it's far enough away from the waterfalls that, like, you're not feeling the churn from them.
Like, at all? Like, the water is weirdly still?
I mean, other than normal current flow. Yeah.
Okay, no. See, normal current flow is. The fact that there's normal current flow seems to contradict, like, the stillness of the surface.
Sure.
So, yeah, Finn's gonna dive in and or like whoosh forward, and start swimming and shapeshift into a dolphin.
And as Finn swims out, the water closes over him, and the sound of the symphony underwater is something else entirely. From inside the water, the three tones of the three waterfalls don't just resonate, they become physical. The Finn's perception as a dolphin in receiving the sound is something that it seems unlikely anyone else has experienced yet.
Yeah,
The
yeah, I
thing,
bet it would.
the thing that strikes Finn as he starts to swim out further and try to search is that he picks up what seems to be a fourth note. And it's coming from not any of the three waterfalls. It is across from where the boat was tied up. And as Finn follows it, you start to realize that this kind of is the direction that Civ was indicating where they found the boat empty. As you cross the center of the confluence, the current is stronger, deceptively so, since looking at the water from the outside, it looked much more still. And from the shore, Sam watches Finn's silver dolphin form through water that is very clear. And as you cross the center, you take a moment just holding your position against the current as the intensity of this symphony, the clarity comes in, not overwhelming, but like it's like finally tuning the radio, right? Like hearing it almost as if this is how it was meant to be. And then you continue on, following the path of that fourth note, and it takes you across to the other side. And as you make your way across, there is nothing out of the ordinary here other than this confluence, this basin seems to be carved in smooth rock. There's no jagged outcroppings, no sand and gravel. And
Not even any mud?
no.
It's like someone melon-balled the rock.
Someone melon-balled the rock. Somewhere there's a giant boulder that just matches this entire shape. No. Somebody carried it downstream in their pant leg and dumped it out in the yard. At least one of you got that. Cool.
Yep.
there's no sign of anyone in the water.
So there's really no need for Finn to be down there. I think he's just having fun at this point.
Well, Sam doesn't know
Ah.
that.
You mean Civ?
No, I meant Sam. You took Sam with you. Civ's up in the library.
Oh right. Yep. Yep, Sam doesn't know that. Is there so he's gonna indulge himself for a moment.
Hmm.
Is there a point like there has so with the way the basin is shaped, there has to be a sonic weak spot. You know what I
Sure.
mean?
Yeah, 100%.
Literally the confluence.
Yes.
Finn's gonna try to find it. So what's that like?
um as you swim through and follow in dolphin form, it's not hard to find the sonic center of the confluence. The sound hits you differently as a dolphin than it would any other way. And you can tell each river has its melody. It speaks of where they come from. The Decroy from the west and the south, from the lakes below Patrie. The Melodique that comes from the north, from the mountains of the mantle, the snow running off, finally making its way all the way down here by this point in the year. The middle branch that comes out of the alley basin and it sings of the farmland and the greenery and the bounty here, the frequencies move through the water almost like physical fact, a pressure against your body. It's an experience that I'm not sure if you were expecting or not. In a way,
Yeah.
it's a feeling that you know, but it's also new. It's older than there are any words for. It's the thing you feel standing in the old growth of Glasroon when the trees have been there long enough to remember something that you haven't. It's the land expressing something that has no name in any beast world language. It's been doing this for a long time, and it's entirely indifferent to whether anyone ever listened. And you take a moment to let that all soak in, to experience something that you may never experience again. And you send out one click. It goes out in all directions, and the canyon clicks back, almost giving you the feeling like it knows that you're there.
So, like, what about the whole magical resonance, whatever?
Um, you notice that here in the water, despite it still being light out, there are some specks of luminescence in the stone around you. And you certainly can see from where you are how it matches the description of feeling like you're surrounded by stars. There's not a lot and they're all quite small, but it's there. Waiting to be noticed by somebody taking the time to notice. It's harder to see when you move out of the sonic center, which you probably attribute to the fact that it's likely the middle of the day and bright sunlight out. And possibly attribute a little bit to being out of that perfect attunement when you're not right in the middle or right in the sonic confluence.
Well, that's interesting.
All of that, and all I get is that that's interesting. No.
Well, no, you know, Fit experience is this. I'm not going to call it an epiphany, but this
No.
breathtaking, what would be a breathtaking experience were he not currently a dolphin.
Well, you still are you. Even when you wild shape, you still have your mental faculties.
Yeah, except like I'm pretty sure that cetaceans have extremely strong instinct about holding on to their lungs full.
Mm. So on a different note, when you get into story mode, Alex,
Yeah.
your voice is very soothing, and
And I'm putting everybody to
now
sleep.
I understand why somebody can fall asleep around this time.
I mean,
Uh,
it is about that time, but I wanted to make sure that we at least got some of this stuff moving forward.
yeah, no, it has, you know, this this moment of wonder, experiencing, you know, the Universal Symphony, not only getting to experience the Universal Symphony in a way that probably no one else ever has, except for possibly uh otter bards. Um or, you know, maybe on a brave alar. Um but also because you have to be underwater to find the sonic sweet spot.
Right.
Um but also in a unique way that presumably no one else ever has, unless a bat went down. Um,
I don't think that's ever going to happen.
so he's definitely awed by the majesty of it for a little while, and he's interested in the hints of the magical vibrations, I guess, and the little bits of sparkles in the water, and maybe it has something to do with the crystals, because erosion, that's a thing. But if Odette is like, Odette doesn't seem to be under the water, and that was his primary concern. Not really his problem at this point. They know where, and this whole crystals thing is like, yeah, sure, it's an option, but like, there's no, but like, it's a maybe. Whereas, pretty sure, like, we know for sure that if we go to Patri, we can get to the Astral Sea there, and if you want to get something from, another plane, going to that plane does seem to be a more surefire way to get the thing instead of these crystals that may or may not be the thing. And Finn is kind of like, mineral crystals and resin are completely different things in the natural world. So he's not really seeing the connection. So yeah, like, this is fascinating. He would love to check this out. It probably is not dungeon related, but like, this is some fascinating shit. And it's like, it's kind of sort of dungeon adjacent, because it's possible that it could be the intersection of another plane with theirs. That's really neat. He finds that really interesting. It's kind of scratching his scholarly itch. Like, he would love to check that out. But like, they have a mission, and this is not for sure serving that mission. So it's gonna have to wait. He heads back to shore, and he changes back into himself. So Sam, i- is Sam paying attention to the water?
Well, she is definitely paying attention to a lot of water.
Yeah, it's been, it's been like 2 hours. Uh,
I would imagine Sam is wandering the beach a little bit, but is still occasionally checking on the water.
okay, yeah. So if she happens to be looking at the right, well, okay. So there's the sound of a blowhole, uh, of a dolphin surfacing, and fresh air, and his fin sticks out of the water, and then he shapes, he wild shapes back into himself, and swims back to uh where his stuff is, and comes out and starts to put his stuff back on, and is like, yeah, there's nobody down there, but there's nothing down there. Like, not even rocks, sand, and mud. Oh, oh dear. Oh dear.
Sam cocks her head in question.
Well, I don't I don't think this is possible, but you can sound can do funny things, and I don't know, maybe the reverberation of all the sound, and the reason that it's created a perfectly smooth bottom of the crater, and there's not even sand or nothing. Maybe it dissolves everything? Did enter? No, because I'm all right.
Well, what do you think is it?
Well, I
That
worried that maybe like it dissolved her body, but
It?
if it were that dangerous, it would have damaged me too. So maybe it's got to be a magic reason that it's the shape that it is and so perfect.
But what do you mean by it?
Oh, the lake. See, so it's
Is it
he,
alive?
no, he mimes he mimes the shape of like a perfectly smooth bowl, and he's like, the bottom of the lake, it, the bottom and the walls of the lake, the shape is, it's perfectly round and smooth. It's not natural. The lake isn't a natural shape. There's
That's odd.
no, yeah, you're telling me. Um, and there's nothing on the bottom of it. It's just
Uh,
smooth rock, like a
that,
perfectly brand new carved mortar.
uh, that's strange. Wait, is this natural or was
No.
it beast made?
Oh, you mean
The water.
right. I
You know more about this scholar than I do.
history history knowledge. Is there any like history check or religion check, whichever one is stronger, or both maybe? Are there like any stories at all about the creation of the confluence?
uh there
That he knows of?
I don't sorry. Processing.
I know, springing big lore questions on you.
like this is the
You can blame Rachel for that one.
come up with more lore than I thought that I was going to have to develop.
Hey, you can blame Rachel for that one.
I blame Rachel for a
Hey,
lot
I mean, if it's beast, you're allowed. I can take it.
of
Oh,
I mean, I would imagine that even with
how does Archer say it? Phrasing. Honestly, I'm surprised it took us this long to have an episode where we just completely, all of us, put our minds in the gutter.
Finn would probably know that there's some speculation on both sides. The prevailing view, and certainly as an educated scholar, like, since it existed before the collision of worlds, it seems more likely that it was natural. There's nothing particularly unusual about the geography.
There's no like creation myth stories about the gods shaping the land or anything like that. Or at least that he knows of.
He would know, like, it's a location that has come up in various records. Like, there are druid records that talk about it. There are the Bardic records, the local right, like it comes up, not like people, various folks have had interest in it for various reasons, whether it is a arcane, both arcane and inspirational, whether that the arcane actually proved to be true is debatable. There are some who believe that it is natural, in that natural forces are creating it, but that it was intelligent design, as it were, to align those forces. So there are multiple theories.
Well, not. How about this? Not that anyone knows of. We aren't sure. And by we, I mean, Beastkind as a whole. They've been here a long, long time. Right?
Thanks.
You're just too damn soothing, Alec.
Cool. Yeah. Well, what do y'all want to do next before we pack this up for the night? Because it is quite late.
Mm,
I mean, this seems like a pretty reasonable spot to take a break.
Great.
mhm,
You still with us there?
mhm.
Cool.
Hey, sorry.
Yeah.
It's
mean,
late.
Sounds
I-
like it.
You know, if you just need me to do like story time with Alex and sit here and read you guys books so that
Maybe?
you can go
I'm
to
so
sleep, like
sorry.
I can do that too.
This is hilarious because I'm pretty sure I'm the only one who's still fully conscious, and that never fucking happens.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, I'm
Sorry.
all over it. I'm like, boy, I'm gonna go spend the next 2 weeks like coming up with all kinds of crazy lore about what the fuck just happened. So
Yes, please. No, it doesn't. I was with the graduation and everything. I was out of spoons coming into D&D tonight. So
you know,
like
This is
I need a
this
nap.
yeah, no, like not in any way holding it against anyone. I literally have previously, outside of the game, fallen asleep while talking with Alex a couple times.
I mean,
Uh,
I certainly like 8 o'clock tonight. I mean, yeah, I was at a point today where I almost messaged you guys and was like, I don't know that I can do this, and then this turned out to go really well. So I'm super happy, and I'm glad that we did it.
you
And
should, if you have it written down and didn't like just make it up on the fly, put into the the in-game chat or whatever the journal entry.
oh, sure, yes, I can do that. I don't sit here and clack away on the keyboard for no reason.
It's definitely going to be going and watching afterwards.
I
Because
definitely I can get some notes together from this one. I have to pull a lot of stuff together because I have
Because
stuff
boy
in
howdy,
like
you made up a lot of lore on the fly.
five different places of things. So yeah, that was a lot
Man,
of
you were
fun.
trying real hard to get me to go behind those waterfalls.
Well, here we are.